I wanted to ask you about your reflections on the dramatic transformations taking place in the Middle East, and somewhat related to that, do your conceptions of empire extend to the role of Israel in the Middle East?
Thank you. The first question was the other part. This is a tricky area. I don't know. I don't know enough about what's going on because I've been working very hard about these. I followed the revolutions, and it's it's everything. The verdict remains in doubt. I mean, I don't know that Egypt is going to change if the military is still in charge. As long as the powers in every country tend to the money, tend to be centered on the military, change seems very difficult. I think the media has a field day selling newspapers on the idea of change, but change is much harder to come by. True change hasn't occurred yet until the leadership is in place in Egypt, but we have seen some differences already with the recognition of Hamas and Fatah. But I can't, Israel has a right to exist. I'm not going to go into that argument again. It certainly has a right to, and has a tradition. Somewhat proud tradition, but there have been many violations of human rights on both sides of the equation. I've been there. I did a film about it called Persona Non Grata. It's available in documentary 2004, HBO. I interviewed several Israeli leaders, including Netanyahu, who was then out of power, and I interviewed Hamas, and I interviewed Al-Aqsa Brigade. In its early days, they were wearing masks, and it was right before Ramallah. I criticized the United States' support of Israel because it's blinded us. It's blinded us to our own. But this is a blind spot that we have, not just with Israel. It's a blind spot we have towards Vietnam. It's a blind spot we have about ourselves. We're not able, still, the United States people still do not know about most of the covert operations that the United States runs around the world. They do not understand the United States has military bases everywhere in the world. They do not understand the scope of it. And 2001 was a case where it came home to roost. Obviously, this thing is not going to go away. And believe me, Bin Laden's people are not going to let this go. There will be more. And as long as we react in a way to hysterically, we are going to continue to blunder as we did in 2001.